welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'll be showing you how to get this makeup look right here, so keep on watching. So the first thing we'll be doing, we'll be taking our e.l.f. Cameo concealer in Fair Rose and putting that all over our eyelid. Okay, and then we'll go into this Juvias Place Warrior 2 palette, and we'll be taking the black shade, and we basically gonna be taking that on a flat brush, and we'll be using that kind of creating an outline for how we want our crease to go and what direction we want our crease to go. Okay, and then we go into the Zulu palette by Juvias Place. We'll be taking the purple shade, and we'll be taking it on a little packing brush. Basically, we'll be going over the outline we did with the black, and then we'll turn around and use a fluffy brush and kind of blend those colors together to make sure everything is blend seamlessly. And then we're gonna go back into that Warrior 2 palette using that same black brush we used earlier, basically darken up the black a little bit. And in these few clips you'll see me going back and forth with the purple brush and that fluffy brush to make sure everything's nice and blended together and have some type of depth to it. And now we'll be going back in with the e.l.f. Cameo concealer in Fair Rose, and I'll be cutting my crease. Okay, we will be going back into that Warrior 2 palette, and we'll be using that white shade, and we basically putting that all over where we cut our crease. So it can have like a pure white because the concealer is kind of like a pinkish, but with that base on top it's gonna make it look white. And then we'll be taking our e.l.f. eyeliner in black and be adding a small wing liner to have some type of dimension to it. Okay, I'll be taking some mascara and a pair of my LaFlare 3D Cashmere 3D20 lashes and put on those eyelashes, and I'll be using the blue Duo Glue. Okay, and I'll be taking the e.l.f. Putty primer, and I'll be using that as my primer for today, and I'll be putting that all over my forehead, around my cheeks, and on my nose. And then I'll be taking my Maybelline Fit Me Matte+Poreless primer in 370, and I'll be using my e.l.f. Beauty Blender to blend that out all over. Then I'll be going in with my LA Girls Proconceal in Chestnut and put those on my highlighted areas, underneath my eyes, my forehead, the tip of my nose, on the bridge of my nose, and on my chin and above my cupid's bow. Okay, and then I'll be going over my e.l.f. Hydrating Cameo Concealer in Deep Cinnamon, and basically doing the same thing I did with my LA Girls Pro Concealer. Just highlight my points. This concealer just make everything a little bit brighter. I'll be taking the BlackRadiance Loose Setting Powder in Banana, and I'll be setting my concealer. And then I'll be going to my NYX Ultimate Eyeshadow Palette and using that blue shade and kind of put that underneath my lower lash line. Then I'll be going to my Masquerade mini palette and I'll be taking the shade Dalia. And I'll be also be putting that on top of where we put that blue and kind of like blend it together because it's a pressed glitter and I want to make sure it's all over on my lower eyelid. Okay, and then I'll be going to this blue shade in this Juvias Place palette because I thought the other blue was a little bit lighter than that one, but it wasn't, so I just went back on top of that to make it a little bit lighter. Okay, and I'm going to use these two shades from the Warrior 2 palette, and I'll be using that as kind of like a bronzer because I don't contour. Yeah, I don't know why, but I don't. I just bronze because I like to bronze better than contour. But yeah, I'm just going to use it as a bronzer. Then I'll be going back into that same Warrior 2 palette and using the red and that peach shade and kind of use that as kind of like a blush. I'll be putting that on my cheeks and a little bit on my nose and kind of like a little bit on the bridge. And then I'll be going back into that Masquerade mini palette and I'll be using that glitter goldish shade on the bottom and I'll use that as a highlighter. Then I'll be going in with my Wet n Wild brown lip liner and kind of outline my lip, and then I'll use my finger to kind of blend it in around the edges to have an ombre effect. Then I'll be using the Magic Collection Glossy Lip Gloss in number 55 as my lip gloss. I'll be taking my Wet n Wild Rose Setting Spray and I'll be spraying that all over my face. Okay, and this is the completed look, and I hope everybody enjoyed today's video. Make sure you check the description box for all the products that I have used today. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Bye.